Here's a 2005 Toro Super Recycler. This is one my friend got from his neighbor, so I'm doing some work for it. Hopefully someday this will be my mower, but this is a 2005 model. It has the SR4 deck, as they call it, and I love this machine. It works really good, but I had to do some work to it. The biggest one is this has the blade clutch on it, which is nice. But I had to tighten up the blade clutch. The blade clutch loosened on it, so the blade was just kind of running really slow and it wasn't cutting. I never actually took apart one of these before to mess the blade clutch before, so it's just right here. Yeah, right there. I don't know if I was messing with the belt and didn't have to take anything off on the bottom, even though I did at first because I thought it was like the recycler my friend has. So I did all of that stuff, so I got that working, and then the back wheel over here wasn't spinning, so I took this apart, and I don't know, I think it was missing some washers and stuff. It looked like it was missing one of the large plastic washer that goes in the back, and then it was missing, well, it wasn't missing, but the key on it was like snapped. There's supposed to be a little tooth that comes up that fits into the plastic piece. So thankfully, I had this other early 2000s Super Recycler right here, and I was able to pull parts off of this one to get that one working, which is nice because I've been meaning to scrap this like 4 years ago. Well, not 4, probably about last spring I meant to scrap it, and ever since then I have needed so many parts off of this mower, from the blade, the belt, the back wheels, which I actually put on the Lawn Boy, and then now this time one of the drive assemblies for the back wheel. So that lawnmower has proven itself very useful. I'll probably pull a few more parts off of it, like the gas tank and the starter and stuff, just so I can have parts to keep the other mowers going. So it was really nice to have a parts mower around, and after using this just reminds me of how much I like the Super Recycler. I think this is probably one of the best push mowers ever made. I do like my cheaper mowers just because of how nuggety they are, but this one here, it's nice using a good quality machine. And the main mower I use for my business is this 2019 model Super Recycler with the Predator on it. And I was just at a friend's house. They have the same exact mower, but theirs has the Honda engine on it, so it's pretty nice. But I love this mower. It is amazing, and I would say go out and buy one, but the new models, they've completely redid everything on it, and they're not like how this one is. These are built like commercial mowers. Everything on it is just, they didn't cut any corners. You can see these cast aluminum wheel pieces right here. They're not like the little flimsy ones on some of the other mowers. And they really actually, like, for a while they were improving on the design, since the ones from the 90s and 2000s that were like this, that were kind of outdated, I would say, they've added some improvements to the deck design. They've strengthened up a few places where deck would kind of corrode over time, which is really nice. They even added a side discharge port on these newer ones. I couldn't ask for a better mower. Toro made just one heck of a mower when they designed this version of Super Recycler, and kind of sad they discontinued this design. If so, I would totally recommend to go out there and buy one. These mowers are pretty pricey, but man, I paid $500 for this one, and I think it's getting close, if not it already paid for itself. But yeah, my only gripe with this one was the deck wash port. It's not a detachable one, so it gets clogged with grass and stuff, but yeah. And I've been taking good care of this one. I've had this one for 4 years now, and it's held up really well. So yeah, and it's kind of nice to have this. I have a 2002 model in the shed, and it's just buried here in the back. If I can get this light to come on. It's still really dim. Oh yeah, I have camera flash. But this one right here, which I'm going to get out, I'm going to get this one cleaned up and I'm going to start running this. This was my backup mower last season. The 2019 was the main one. That was the backup. And I actually still would go between both of those mowers. I used the backup a lot. Before that, I had a Lawn Boy, but the coil went bad on it, and I just recently bought a coil for it. For a while, I refused to mess on it, so it just sat in the shed. So getting the Lawn Boy repaired, once I get a coil for it, I'll have that one. And then I have that, and then this will probably be mine at some point. So I'll have like 4 functioning push mowers right here, not to mention I have the other one that's sitting over at my mom's house, and then a Husqvarna and utility mower. So I have a few others, not to mention I have these Craftsmans in here, or at least the one Craftsman in this Murray. Yeah, because I have that Craftsman back there, and I have another Craftsman there that needs Tecumseh for it, and then this one which just needs a blade. I have the blade, well, I let my friend borrow the blade for his mower, so I have all these mowers. Eventually I'm going to get one, I'm going to get some of those working, but yeah, these are the business machines, the ones I use for my business. I don't really use any of my cheaper mowers for the business related stuff. I got the zero turn as well, which I need to do like a 1-year follow-up on that pretty soon. Coming June I'll have it. It's in the shop right now. I'm getting an inner tube put in it. I have the tire in there. It's getting a tube put in it. Hopefully it'll be ready by tomorrow. And the zero turn's just sitting over in the storage building, and I'll bring that over here. So yeah, I've gotten to where the main mowers I use are just Toro, so it's really nice. And this has a personal pace, so if I get a chance to keep it, I'm gonna really like this one, because I like the mowers with the personal pace. Toro did a good job with this. I know this system's kind of hard on belts. It's also really hard to change to replace the belts in these. Apparently, I've never had to do it yet, but I know eventually I will with either this one or the other one. The other one, it's a bit more easier. I think I've messed with the belt on that one. You do have to kind of fish it through, and the metal guard on the back's kind of, on the bottom of the engine's kind of hard to deal with, but I can't imagine this being more tricky than that. The only thing I see is having a hard time removing that bracket, which actually does look pretty difficult. So yeah, I have the top engine cover for this. I need to get a new air filter for it still. I might go ahead and buy a different top cover for this, since the other one's kind of cracked and scratched up. I do have another engine cover in the shed, but that's for like a Brute by Briggs & Stratton. So I might just do if that one it has a yellow overlay on the plastic. Let me see if it's in here. I'll grab it. I think this is it. That's for China Briggs. Oh, is it down here? Need the flash again. Yeah, now I'm just searching for mower parts. Bunch of other stuff down here. Yeah, it's probably back here where I left it. Maybe it's not in here. Bags for the LT. I don't see it in here, no big loss. I have some other mowers with engine covers too. So there's all of that stuff that as I fold backwards. But I'll get an engine cover put on this eventually to make it look a bit better. I don't think I have any other quantum engine covers, so if I find one, I'll put it on here just to make this thing look a bit better. Have the rest of the yard there, which I haven't mowed. I'm saving this tomorrow. My friend has a 70s 2-cycle Lawn Boy we're going to bring over with the 19-inch utility deck, and we're going to do some mowing with that, and that'll be pretty nice. I was going to do some of the rough terrain up front with this, but it's just getting too damn dark, and I can't really mow when it's dark because I can't see. So that's going to be it with this. I don't know what I'm really doing. I got to get this cleaned up. I don't know what else I was expecting out of this, because I did get the mower to run. That was kind of the whole point of this video, is seeing if I could get the mower to run. But yeah, excited. Mowing season's here. I have yards to mow tomorrow. I'll use this mower. So thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze.